Good evening and welcome to high school basketball here on Service Electric Cable TV. I'm Paul Garrity. Tonight from Mountaintop, the Berwick Bulldogs make the trip up the mountain to take on the 18-3 Crestwood Comets. Led by head coach Mary Mushak-Namey, the Comets have won 12 of their last 13 games, and they take on the youngest team in the Wyoming Valley Conference, the Berwick Bulldogs, who start 3 freshmen here tonight. A team made up of only 8 players in the program at this point from 9th through 12th grade. Obviously a rebuilding year for head coach Bill Phillips and the Bulldogs, and they are heavy underdogs here tonight against probably the favorites to cut down the nets in District 2 Class 5A. Crestwood in the white uniforms, and Jackie Gallagher wastes no time. And Jackie Gallagher was honored prior to tonight's game for becoming the all-time single-season record holder in Crestwood girls basketball for three-point shots made in a season. That's her 51st. Broke the record held by Nicole Boone from about 20 years ago. And Kendall Petrosky quickly makes it 5-0 Comets. Paul Garrity here with you tonight. Jordan Andrews, and it's 7-0. Just 42 seconds in. Crestwood had a pretty easy time of it last time these two teams got together, and it's been much of the same here so far as Kendall Petrosky gets the layup off the turnover. We've played 61 seconds, and Crestwood has a 9-0 lead. You're watching high school basketball here on Service Electric TV. Weather permitting, we'll have another game for you tomorrow night. 7:15 tip-off from Hanover Area High School as the Hawkeye boys take on Tunkhannock. Should be a competitive game, maybe a little more competitive than we might see here tonight. It's 9-0 Crestwood against this exceptionally young Berwick Bulldog girls team. It has just littered with freshmen and sophomores throughout the roster. No JV team for Coach Bill Phillips and the Bulldogs, which certainly hurts development. Probably most of the girls on this varsity team realistically should be playing at the JV level. Certainly have to give a lot of credit to these girls for stepping up and doing what they have to do, kind of taking their lumps this season at the varsity level. On one hand, they've suffered a lot of blowout losses this year. On the other hand, they've gotten to play against a lot of quality competition, which is only going to make them better in the years to come. 6:10 to play opening quarter. Bulldogs in the dark uniforms, Crestwood in the white. Haven't even had time to give you the starting lineups. For Berwick, Abby Calarco, the freshman, starts in the backcourt with number 10, Carly Post. Number 5 is the third freshman, Lily Nespoli. Kaylee Fraind is the senior wearing number 15. And rounding out the starting unit is the center, Grace Robbins. Kate Gallagher gets the putback. And Crestwood has scored the first 11 of the contest. Crestwood's starting 5, same starting 5 they went with in their last game, as Nespoli misses off the window. Putback doesn't go. Gallagher races the other way for Crestwood. It's Gallagher, Petrosky, Andrews, and Charlie Hiller for Mary Mushak-Namey and the Comets. Here's Petrosky raining down a long 2-point shot. Third basket of the first 3 minutes for Kendall Petrosky, the Crestwood senior. And the Comets lead 13-zip. Nespoli, a little up and under, nice move from the young freshman. Berwick on the board, 4:38 to play, first quarter. And a foul down low, Kate Gallagher got bumped. Grace Robbins picks up the foul. First against either team tonight. Kate Gallagher lost the grip. Here's Calarco, one-on-one in the open floor. Consecutive buckets by Bulldog freshmen. And the lead is now 13-4 Comets. Gallagher threw it up wildly with the left. Berwick slows it down, approaching the midway point here in the opening period. Down low, denied. Long arms of Jackie Gallagher. The block, and Petrosky fouled on the other end. Calarco picks up her first. Addie Zanellini has come into the game for the Comets, or for the Bulldogs, I should say. Two for two for Kendall Petrosky. She's got 8 early points, and the Comets lead 15-4. Calarco from way downtown. Nice leaping catch there by Andrews. Crestwood will recycle the offense. 3:21 to play in the opening period. Hiller powers up. Rejected by Zanellini. Good hands there by Zanellini to go up and get that block against the taller player. Contested three put up by Post. Not sure that Zanellini had to do that. It was not a controlled situation, and Petrosky lays it on the other end. And a pinpoint pass from Andrews. 17-4 Comets. Post gets free off the pump fake. Off target with that. Second effort, and Gallagher skies for the Comet rebound. And Jackie Gallagher gets pushed, and that'll be the second on Berwick's leading scorer, Abby Calarco. Berwick just 3-17 coming into tonight, as Andrews finds Kate Gallagher down low. Just physically, the experienced Crestwood team just a little stronger and more physical than this Berwick team, and you can really see it as the play develops, and Post off the scramble comes up with the easy one. All 6 points by Berwick have been scored by freshmen, and it's 19-6. Jackie Gallagher powering in and draws the contact. Crestwood 17-3. This is their final regular season game. They're looking forward to a matchup against Lake Lehman in the semifinals of the Wyoming Valley Conference Tournament coming up next week. Should be a very interesting game. I would think that Crestwood would have to be a fairly solid favorite in that game, but Lake Lehman's certainly good enough to win it. The other semifinal will match up Hazelton against Holy Redeemer, and then the winners of those two games will obviously square off in the finals, which will be held next Saturday down at Wilkes-Barre Area High School. Calarco, floater on the fly. Nice soft touch there from the Berwick freshman. It's 21-8 Crestwood. 1:05 to play in the first. Andrews knifing through, and Calarco brings it down. Just under a minute to play in the first. Here's Calarco with the left hand. Missed wide left. Nora Sklarowski is in the game for Crestwood, 25 in white. Hiller misses the fall away and a loose ball foul. And is going to be called against post. Jostling with Gallagher down low. Or no, they got it on Gallagher. That's what I thought originally. Misinterpreted the call there. I think it was the right call, however. Still 21-8 Comets. First foul against Crestwood's leading scorer, Jackie Gallagher. Berwick avoids the 10-second call, and a foul whistled. Officiating crew tonight: Ed Caffrey, John Basic, and Matt Zaleski. It's the second personal against Jackie Gallagher, and she'll go to the Comet bench. Shot hoisted up by Ashlyn Zakruski just into the game. Another excellent outlet pass, and Petrosky delivers. 12 first quarter points for the Crestwood senior Kendall Petrosky, and after one, Comets in charge. They lead Berwick 23-8. You're watching high school basketball here on Service Electric TV. Crestwood 23, Berwick 8 as we start quarter number 2. Paul Garrity here with you tonight. Back on the air tomorrow, 7:15 tip time. Tunkhannock and Hanover in boys action. And then we'll round out our scheduled coverage. May have a game next week if there's any sort of a makeup game as Berwick gets the first bucket of the quarter. Grace Robbins off a nice find from Calarco. Makes it 23-10. Kendall Petrosky with the basketball here, 11 in white, and had 12 first quarter points for the Comets. And Nora Sklarowski off the Comet bench will go to the line here. Berwick has one more game after this one. They'll close out their season with a game against Wyoming Valley West on Friday. They will almost certainly match up against Pittston area in the quarterfinals of the Class 5A district playoffs if they opt in with right now a 3-17 record. I would imagine they would do that to give their kids a little more experience in a postseason game. And Petrosky's pass. A little wide of Hiller. 7 minutes to play, first half. Post. Running banker doesn't go, but a foul's called. First against Nora Sklarowski for Crestwood sends Carly Post to the line. One of many Berwick freshmen on the roster and getting big minutes for head coach Bill Phillips. First two free throw attempts of the game by the Bulldogs. Post drains both. It's 23-12. Berwick can cut it within single digits. Didn't look like they'd be able to do that at any point. At one point here in the game, but the Bulldogs have kind of settled in a little bit here. Comets in the usual man-to-man. Nespoli harassed on the perimeter by Sklarowski. Dumped down low. Kaylee Framed comes up empty. Andrews pushing the pace. And lost the handle. I think she thought that she was going to get fouled there, and the foul didn't come. And kind of got her footwork mixed up a little bit. Goes back to Berwick, 5:54 to play second quarter. 23-12 Comets. Robbins has it taken away. Kate Gallagher got a hand in. Here's Andrews attacking the rack. And Berwick has got to do a little better job attacking the ball there on that loose ball, 50-50 ball. Have been in favor of the Comets here in the first half. Hiller up strong. And the Berwick Bulldogs claim the loose ball that time. Robbins hoists one up. Both teams have gone a little cold here in the last couple minutes, but not Kendall Petrosky. She's got 15 in the first 11 minutes. It's 26-12 Comets. Second three-point shot in the game, both by Crestwood. Calarco muscles one down to Robbins, who gets it up on the rim quickly before Gallagher could react. Comet lead back down to 12. Kate Gallagher. Hiller passes on the open three. The red sea, or in this case the blue sea parts, but Hiller missed the easy one. And a blocking foul here. That'll be the second against Sklarowski. Emily Stofko comes into the game, replacing Charlie Hiller. Timeout Crestwood. 3:51 to play. First half. Berwick hanging in there. They trail the Comets 26-14 on Service Electric TV. Bulldog basketball to the timeout. They trail the Comets 26-14. Just past the midway mark of this second quarter. Zakruski up top for Kolarko. Good matchup here between Berwick's leading scorer Kolarko, the freshman, and Crestwood's top defender Andrews. Post heaves one up, and a good offensive rebound. Wow, Zanolini strong against taller players. Step back from Post. Kate Gallagher didn't look like she was expecting that pass from Petrosky. Kind of a sluggish second quarter here offensively for the Comets. Unable to extend their lead. 2:14 now to go in the quarter. Kolarko jacks one up and hits. It's been a good second quarter for this young Berwick team, and the lead now in single digits for the first time in a while. Sklarowski. Nice soft touch from the Crestwood sophomore. 28-17, Kolarko tries another. Easy rebound for Petrosky, 140 to play in the second. Kate Gallagher from 17 feet. Rebound, catapults out to Robbins for Berwick. A near steal from Andrews. Got in the passing lane there. Clock stops, 1:13 to play second quarter. Sklarowski to the bench. Hiller back in the game for Crestwood. Post just a little too strong. Berwick has done a nice job getting back and limiting Crestwood's transition opportunities in this game. Comets have missed some shots at the rim they usually make. And it's out of bounds to Crestwood with 38 seconds to play in the half. Kate Gallagher has it knocked away. A good defensive play by 2-point shot from Zakruski. Out of bounds to Crestwood with 16 seconds to play before the break. 28-17 Comets. And they'll likely get the last look at it here. Here's Hiller with 5 seconds. Andrews to beat the buzzer. Well, it's a mismatch on paper, and through the first 4 minutes or so, it looked like every bit that much of a mismatch, but Berwick closes strong with a solid final 12 minutes of the first half, and they're within 11 as we head to the locker room. 28-17, Crestwood leads the Bulldogs. Stay with us, we'll have second half action coming up. You're watching high school basketball right here on Service Electric TV. Back here at Crestwood High School, start of the second half. Crestwood 28, Berwick 17. Paul Garrity here with you. 6 o'clock start tonight. Berwick does not have a JV team at this point because they only have 8 players on the roster. They got down big early, and it looked like we might be headed for a mercy rule game. But the Bulldogs very competitive over the last quarter and a half. And they trail by 11 as we start the third. And down into single digits again. First points of the game for Kaylee Frand, Berwick senior. 28-19, here's Hiller, blocked by Robbins. And that's a turnover. Nespoli couldn't handle the outlet pass. Crestwood 17-3 coming into the game. Berwick with the inverse record of 3-17. Jackie Gallagher rolling down the lane. 7 for the single season record holder for Crestwood girls basketball. 3-point shots made in a year. Abby Calarco might have a shot at a record like that before her career is done. That's her second 3-point shot of the game. And the Crestwood lead is now 30-22. Petrosky gets free underneath. Kendall had 15 first half points. Adds to that total here. 10-point Comet lead. Calarco. Down low to post. Crestwood still in the man-to-man. Robbins wide left. Hiller steamrolling to the rim. And a good, strong defensive board by Robbins. 6 minutes to play in the third. Would imagine this is one of the best stretches of basketball that Berwick has put together this year. The youngest team in the Wyoming Valley Conference. It's got to be very encouraging for Bill Phillips, the head coach, to see how his team has played since the opening 3 or 4 minutes. And not sure what Calarco saw there. That was thrown to nobody in particular. Berwick turnover with 5:48 to play in the third. Kate Gallagher off the screen roll. From her younger sister. 34-22. Andrews the steal and the dime down low to Jackie Gallagher. And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. 5:18 to play third quarter. It's Crestwood 36 and the Bulldogs 22. Back here at Crestwood High School, Paul Garrity with you. 2 more games on the air this week. Tomorrow night, weather permitting, kind of looking unlikely. We'll have Tunkhannock and Hanover area boys at 7:15. Friday night, we could easily have a makeup game on the air, whether it's that Tunkhannock-Hanover game or a different game. So stay tuned for a potential game on Friday night. And then Saturday afternoon, a 3 o'clock start for Wyoming Valley West and Wilkes-Barre boys, and what's a really important game for Wilkes-Barre as they try to play for a potential tie for the division title. Wilkes-Barre would need a win over Valley West on Saturday, along with a Hazleton win against Dallas. And if that happened, Wilkes-Barre would finish in a tie with the Mountaineers at the top. And those 2 teams split their regular season meetings. Here's Calarco straight on 3. Good rebound by Robbins. 4:39 to play third quarter, 36-22 Crestwood. 17 points from Kendall Petrosky. Berwick has been led by their leading scorer for the season, the freshman Abby Calarco, with 10. Post launches, rings the rim, but spins off to Kate Gallagher. Andrews again dropping dimes, that time Jackie Gallagher the beneficiary. Double figures for Jackie, who knocked down her 51st three-point shot of the season about 12 seconds into the game. Broke the school record in her previous game. Previously the record was 48, held by Nicole Boone, who graduated about 2 decades ago. Halfway through quarter number 3. Slapped away from Robbins. And I think they're going to get Kate Gallagher for a loose ball foul. First foul against either team here in the third. No one picks up the basketball, and Jordan Andrews has the easiest deuce she'll get all night. Close to it. Now a turnover, and Petrosky misses in close. Loose ball foul. I think they're going to get framed. Her first and the team's first. She'll go to the bench. Addie Zanolini returns for the Bulldogs. Also, Yeri Rivas has come on for the first time, number 14 in blue. Hiller gets free out the baseline, inbounds. First basket of the game for Crestwood's second leading scorer for the season. Sophomore Charlie Hiller, one of the top scorers in the Wyoming Valley Conference. And the lead now has swelled up to 20. Calarco, awkward lefty runner. High degree of difficulty there for the Berwick freshman. 42-24. Calarco gets the steal out of the doubles team. And it's last touch by Crestwood. Berwick has done a pretty good job against this Crestwood pressure in the game, post the pull-up triple try. Rivas had the rebound but lost it. Oh, how about the passing here? First from Petrosky, and then Jackie Gallagher, unselfish. Finds her older sister, and Kate Gallagher with 8 points tonight. 44-24, Comets. Hiller gets whistled here. .2:12 to play in the third. Calarco, yes. She's been tough tonight. She's got a nice smooth stroke, moves well without the basketball, and has handled the ball fairly well against the pressure. Definitely a promising freshman for Bill Phillips and the Bulldogs. Timeout on the floor, late third quarter. It's 44-26, Crestwood. (44-26) Crestwood. Just under 2 minutes to play in the third. Jackie Gallagher knifes down the lane for a deuce. 13 for the Crestwood sophomore and a Berwick turnover. Haven't seen Cam Vini tonight. I don't see her on the bench either. Maybe unavailable for this one. Nora Sklarowski has been the only, well, actually Emily Stofko got a brief appearance. Crestwood has gone 7 deep. Foul called against Rivas for Berwick. Petrosky muscling in. Denied at the rim by Zanolini. Petrosky shaken up on the play. Kendall goes to the bench. Jordan Andrews will replace her with 1:17 to play in the third. 20-point lead for the Comets. Largest lead of the game. Bulldogs have got to get it across. And a 10-second violation. We'll give it to Crestwood. Kate Gallagher got a good look, missed the shot with the left hand. Post brings it across for Berwick, under a minute to play in the third. Calarco gets free for a straight-on triple try. Calarco's led the way for Berwick with 14 in the game. And a foul called with 42 seconds to play in the quarter. Traveling. Gives it back to Crestwood with 31 seconds to play in the third. Andrews swooping in with the right hand. 6 points tonight for one of the best players on the Crestwood soccer team, if not the best. 4 seconds for the Bulldogs. Calarco for post. And we head to the fourth. Crestwood extends the halftime lead. They now lead it 48-26 over Berwick. You're watching high school basketball here on Service Electric TV. Crestwood 48, Berwick 26 as we start the fourth. Paul Garrity here with you. Early start time tonight. No JV team for Berwick with only 8 players on the roster. Crestwood well on their way to win number 18 in 21 games, and Petrosky with the finish. 19 for Kendall. Post. She's gone cold here in the second half. Here's Hiller. Nice drop step on the block. Crestwood threatening to put this into a running clock situation. They lead by 26. Post. Tough take to the rim with the left hand. First basket of the second half for Carly, the Berwick freshman. 52-28. Jackie Gallagher may have gotten away with an extra step, finds Hiller for the driving layup. 54-28 Comets. Here's Calarco, pulls the trigger, doesn't get it. Sklarowski secures the board. 6:06 to play. Regular season finale for the Comets. Andrews beat the defender off the dribble, but couldn't finish. Robbins steps into a long one. Bulldogs knew they had to make a number of three-point shots if they wanted to have any chance at an upset tonight. They've made only 2, both by Calarco. Knocked away by Frayne with 5:27 to play. Here comes Ariana Kiek into the game for Crestwood, number 3 in white. Kiek, promising sophomore, good outside shooter. Hiller muscles up against the smaller players, but came up short. Nice find, post for Robbins down low. Crestwood a little lethargic getting back defensively. Berwick takes advantage. And Berwick kind of returned the favor that time on their defensive trip. 56-30. Comets. Calarco from the elbow. Timeout Berwick, 4:48 to play. Crestwood trying to put this into the mercy rule. Berwick not having any of it. They trail by 24. Crestwood's next game will be in the semifinals of the Wyoming Valley Conference Tournament coming up next week. They'll take on the champions of Division II, Lake Lehman, the Black Knights. Just one game away from finishing an undefeated season inside the conference, and they're heavy, heavy favorites in their last game. That game will be played at Nanticoke High School a week from tonight. Other matchup in that semifinal will be Holy Redeemer, the number 2 team in Division II, taking on Division I champion Hazelton. Petrosky fouled here with 4:38 to play. 56-32. And Petrosky draws the contact in the lane. It'll be a non-shooting foul. Second team foul against the Bulldogs. Crestwood 2 baskets away from making this a running clock. Petrosky off the screen. Comes up empty. Another rebound for Hiller. She hasn't scored a lot tonight, but she has been dominating the glass. Petrosky had 15 in the first half. She's gotten a little cold here in the second. Four minutes to play. Berwick has one more game this year as Robbins scores down low. 8 points for Grace Robbins in the game. Berwick takes on Wyoming Valley West on Friday night before they head into the postseason with a likely quarterfinal matchup at Pittston area. Nice steal by Calarco. Zanolini returns for the Bulldogs. Ashlyn Zakruski also comes back in the game. Emily Stofko back out there for the Comets with Kate Gallagher. Post, a running lefty. Might have got partially tipped. Skip pass, kick. And Stofko dragged the pivot foot. Even 3 minutes to play. Post gets the step, and wow. Jackie Gallagher with the Kate Gallagher, I should say, with the volleyball spike. Stays with Berwick. Robbins Nice soft touch off the window for Grace Robbins. Double figures for the Berwick center. 2:29 to play. 20-point Crestwood cushion. Stofko gets tied up down low. Addison Korpusik checks in for the Comets. Young freshman wearing number 4. Starters now all out of the game for Crestwood with the exception of Kate Gallagher. Tough pass to handle there. And Rivas comes up with it for Berwick. Berwick with the loss will drop to 3-18 heading into that finale on Friday. Crestwood will close out their regular season at 18-3, and they will almost certainly have a bye in the quarterfinal round of the district playoffs. After that appearance in the Wyoming Valley Conference tournament that I mentioned. Kiek chases down her own miss. One minute to play in the fourth. Bulldogs trying to cut into this 20-point lead. Definitely some positives to come out of this game for Bill Phillips and the Bulldogs. Timeout Crestwood just to get us a couple substitutes in the game. Annika Lenio, freshman, comes in with Sydney Van Dusen. Stofko on the pass from Kiek. Rivas lets one fly from deep. Down to 20 seconds left. Crestwood will have a full week to prepare for Ella Wilson and the Black Knights of Lake Lehman. Not sure why Rivas didn't grab that ball, and it's Crestwood basketball. Final score here from Mountaintop. Crestwood closes out their regular season with an 18-3 mark, and they win it over the very young Berwick Bulldogs by a final of 56-36. We'll have more high school basketball for you in about 24 hours, weather permitting, as the Tunkhannock Tigers take the trip down to face Hanover area in a boys basketball game tomorrow night at a 7:15 tip. Possible game Friday, depending on weather, and then Saturday afternoon, the Wyoming Valley West Wilkes-Barre matchup at 3 o'clock. For Scott Cannon, our cameraman, I'm Paul Garrity. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow here on Service Electric TV.